Plants are an abundance in our life. They may look pretty and weak, but did you know they are actually the miracle workers for Earth? They supply up to 30% of the oxygen we need to breathe. But this isn't magic. It's the ultimate solar-powered factory called photosynthesis. Today, we're diving into the biochemistry of how plants capture energy to fuel life on Earth. So what is photosynthesis? In simple terms, photosynthesis can be defined as a process in which certain organisms convert light energy into chemical energy to produce organic compounds, supporting plant life and providing oxygen to the biosphere.
How does photosynthesis work? Well, it started on the small organelle known as chloroplast. Within the chloroplast contain multiple structures with important functions. However, the first stage of photosynthesis, which is light-dependent reactions, occurs in the thylakoid membranes. Thylakoid can house multiple pigments and will be focusing on the pigments chlorophyll, which give the green color to the plants we know today. This reaction operates on a series of protein complexes and electron carriers known as the electron transport chains. Light that is captured by chlorophyll pigments excites electron in photosystem 2 into a higher energy state, which drives an electron transport chain pumping protons to build a gradient that powers ATP synthesis. Water is also split at photosystem 2 to replace electrons, releasing byproduct oxygens and providing protons. As hydrogen ion flow down the gradient into the stroma, it passes through ATP synthesis, driving ATP production in the process known as chemiosmosis. While in photosystem 1, an ADP plus is reduced to an ADPH, providing the chemical energy needed for the next stage, which is light-independent reactions.
Now let's move on to the second stage, the light-independent reaction or the dark reaction, also known as the Kelvin cycle. In this cycle, it uses the energy stored by the light-dependent reactions to form glucose and other carbohydrate molecules. The Kelvin cycle reactions can be organized into three basic stages: fixation, reduction, and regeneration. In the stroma, in addition to carbon dioxide, two other chemicals are present to initiate the Kelvin cycle: an enzyme abbreviated Rubisco and the molecule ribulose biphosphate RUBP. RUBP has 5 atoms of carbon and phosphate group on each end. Rubisco is the star here. It grabs carbon dioxide from the air and welds it onto RUBP. This creates a 6-carbon compound that immediately splits into 2 3-carbon molecules called 3-PGA. This process is called carbon fixation because CO2 is fixed from its inorganic form into organic molecules. Next, we need energy. This is where the ATP and ADPH we met earlier come into play. They donate their stored energy and electrons to convert 3-PGA into a high-energy sugar called G3P. This is a reduction reaction because the molecules are gaining electrons. Once they've dropped off their energy, the empty carriers ADP and NADP+ cycle back to the light reactions to get recharged. Finally, the cycle has to reset. While one G3P molecule leaves the cycle to eventually becomes glucose, the rest of the G3P molecules stay behind. Using more ATP, they are recycled back into RUBP. This allows the plant to keep the factory running. Just remember, because glucose has 6 carbons, it takes 6 full turns of the cycle to produce just one single molecule of sugar. The remaining G3P molecules regenerate RUBP, which enables the system to prepare for the carbon fixation step. ATP is also used in the regeneration of RUBP.
Photosynthesis is more than just a science experiment. It is a fundamental factory that drives nearly every aspect of life on the Earth. Firstly, every calorie that we consume has actually stemmed from plants as the primary producers. Grocery items such as bread, fruit, and even meat have relied on photosynthesis to exist. Beyond that, they also provide essential nutrients that we need. Secondly, as fossil fuel. Fossil fuels such as coal and oil are the remains of plants and algae from a million years ago and have undeniably become the golden oil that kept our industry working. Lastly, as the world carbon sinks by absorbing atmospheric carbon dioxide, reducing greenhouse gas level, and regulate our planet's temperature.
To wrap everything up, we've seen how photosynthesis is the ultimate relay race of energy. It starts in the thylakoids, where sunlight and water are used to charge up chemical batteries and release the oxygen we breathe. Those batteries then power the Kelvin cycle in the stroma, where rubisco helps transform carbon dioxide from the air into high-energy G3P molecules. After 6 full turns of the cycle, the plant produces 1 molecule of glucose, the fundamental building block for almost all food on Earth. From the bread you eat to the ancient fossil fuels that power our cars, photosynthesis is the silent engine of life. It's a perfect biochemical loop that turns light into life and air into energy. Next time you see a green leaf, remember, it's a miracle worker at the molecular level.